Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first. To throw is Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want...
And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Mike Burton, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, they'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. You look at this Bronco defense. Yeah, they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make...
There he goes, left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run. First carry for Damian Harris. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Throwing now is Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On 1st down, Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. This will be caught. Judy. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. Throwing again here, Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Greg Dulcich, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Allen now looks to throw. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, the
ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. In motion right goes Sutton. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively off. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them,
there he goes right side. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's just me and you. Hey, zero. Kill. Slam.
Here's Wilson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's coming. We got double up.
In motion goes the tight end. On second down, Wilson. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Watch the twist. Kill.
Wilson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Mike 20. Come on.
Now Wilson. The quick slant caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Mike Burton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Deontay Hardy, 77 yards. And the Bills are able to at least get 1 score back. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's got this down to the 35.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They run with Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
From the gun, it's Allen. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's Allen to throw it. Out to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Man up, D. 41's coming. 41's a mic. Watch the back. Watch the back.
Now Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. I know he ain't got it.
Now Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From midfield, here's Allen. Finds Hines again for the completion. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the delay, here's Hines. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Oh, you got deep?
One final try here for Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st down, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Wilson wants to throw it. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. To the air, Allen. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Josie Jewell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best. And